Really got into this record, although the language in it was a little bit rough at the time. But this was one of the cool rap records to listen to, hip hop records to listen to back in 2000. It was a shoe-in on my fancy playlist. It was an original sounding record, although as it turned out, it was a remake. Talking about Dynamite Hack. Remember Dynamite Hack with Boys in the Hood on my fancy playlist, June 13th, 2000 at number 30. Up 7 from 37. Boys in the Hood was originally done by Eazy-E, the rapper Eazy-E, back in 1987. This was back when Eazy-E, he was part of the member, he was a member of the NWA, and they put out an album in 1987 called NWA, and the Posse. And this track was on that album, Boys in the Hood, the original version of Boys in the Hood. Eazy-E considered one of the godfathers, or maybe the godfather, of gangster rap. And this was back in 1987. This was before Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Ice Cube started getting big in the early 90s. But Eazy-E, he died complications of AIDS, from AIDS in 1995. He was just 30 years old. That was pretty big news, particularly in the hip-hop community, but even a little bit beyond that, back in the mid-90s. Eazy-E originally did this record. Dynamite Hack from Austin, Texas, formed in 1997, and here's how they got their name. It was from the movie Caddyshack that came out in 1980, and two of the characters were talking. It was Carl Speckler, played by Bill Murray. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Carl Speckler, and Ty Cobb, played by Chevy Chase. They were chatting, and Carl Speckler, the character Carl Speckler, was smoking this marijuana. He was describing it as a dynamite hack to Ty Cobb. Boom! That's how they got the name, Dynamite Hack. It's pretty cool. Dynamite Hack, Boys in the Hood, at number 30 on my fancy playlist, June 13th, 2000.